I want to tell you one story. Once I went to Rome. After a course, we were just walking in the forest there, in the garden, and there was a hillock, and from the hillock I went. I usually little playful with people and just ran. When I ran down and went into a bush, in the bush there was one gentleman sitting with folded hands. However you study about an experience, try to understand logically, or all the effort you make to attain an experience, it's not going to come to you. In fact, our prayatna or our trying is the obstacle. For Atma Jnana or Dhyana, you need three things. Aprayatna, not trying. Achaha, no desire. And akinchana, being a nobody, nothingness. Devas have something. Devas always are looking for this. Lord Krishna says, Arjuna, Devas are craving to have this experience. Because they have duty, they have something to do, they have been doing, they have certain roles to play, they are somebody. And so they are all wanting to experience this. The angels cannot experience this, what you have experienced. Nor can you experience this through the Vedas, through reading the scriptures, nor performing all the rituals, or running from pillar to post. You know, there's a very funny thing which happens with the seekers. Once the seeking begins, then they keep running here, there, everywhere. I want to tell you one story. Once I went to Rome. After a course, we were just walking in the forest there, in the garden, and there was a hillock, and from the hillock I went. I usually little playful with people and just ran. This I'm talking about 25 years ago. So I ran, and when I ran down and went into a bush, in the bush there was one gentleman sitting with folded hands in Vajrasan and praying, and tears rolling in his eyes. Alone, one gentleman sitting there. And he spoke only Italian. I didn't know any word of Italian other than gracias, thank you. One or two words I knew in Italian those days, but I didn't know any much of his language. Now he spoke a word of English. This man was sitting and crying. I went and just stood in front of him. And he opened his eyes and he saw, he was shocked. And then by the time the others came running and the translators, they asked, and this man said, he had an experience of scuba diving. So he was a scuba diver. When he went to scuba diving, one day he felt an experience that his spirit came out and his body was going down. And he had this experience, of out-of-body experience. Suddenly he felt he is much bigger, different from his body. He had the feeling, I am not the body. He was not spiritual at all. So when he came back to life, he was rescued, I think. When he became normal consciousness, suddenly he left all the non-veg and all the habits, cigarette, non-veg and drinks and all that. And the seeking began in, what is this? Who am I? What is life? And he went all over from pillar to post. Anybody say any mantra, he would chant those mantras. He had so many malas doing Mala Japa the whole day. So he went to Vrindavan, then he went to Assisi, he went all over the place. Anybody says anything, he would do it, and he could not find anything. He could not get that experience back again. So, totally collapsed, tired, he sat there praying, God, you only send me you only show me some path now. I am tired, I cannot do anything more. That intense longing for him there somehow, pulled us, all our people, me especially, to go to him there. When I went and stood in front of him, he was shocked. Totally, he was in shock. Of course, later on he started following, then he meditated. Once he meditated, did Kriya and all, he had the same experience. What he was looking for all these days. That intense devotion, intense connectedness can bring the experience, not doing all those things. And that's what Lord Krishna is reiterating here. Yes, now don't ask me what is devotion, how do I do devotion? Devotion is not something to be done. It is simply there. In the next 12th chapter, he'll talk about what is devotion. So he's putting a preface for the next chapter right now. Be there, don't go. We are going to, the suspense is created. Krishna, he knows how to keep the suspense, how to keep some things lingering here, so that you continue your journey to the end. And here, he says, only through devotion, only through that intense, here again, devotion means what? Love which cannot wither away. The love which doesn't turn sour. The love that doesn't become fermented and become hatred. The love that doesn't translate into anger. That love doesn't disappear. A love that is unconditional. A connectivity that is unconditional. Again, a love that is not emotion. It is our very existence, realizing that your existence is connected with the presence. Love is not just crying all the time, oh, I can't be without you. This is not the love. It is an emotional thing. Love is what? Your connectivity to the presence. Your oneness with the infinity. It is not a state of mind. It is just the purity and clarity in your being. That is what is devotion.